Hey guys, welcome in. If you're new or just passed through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. Here today to do another general collective reading. We're not time specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you see the fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. I could be talking about the recent past, could be talking about the present and also the future. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Make sure you go check out my archives. Go back maybe about 7 or 8 months. You might find something back there that resonates a little bit more for you today. So go check those out. Also, in the description box, there's a link for my membership platform, which is $5.99. Initially, I was doing weekly readings for the week ahead. I think I'm going to switch those over to like monthly, like a month in advance, so that you can kind of see what you can expect for the month. Because my schedule is crazy and I can't do weekly. I was trying, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to sustain that. So for those of you who joined the membership, thank you. I'm going to revamp. I'm still trying to figure it out. I can't do weekly. I don't have time. I literally don't have time. All right, so let's just jump in. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about now. Excuse me for the sniffles. My allergies are kicking, so they've been dragging me for the last couple of days now. And that's on medication. I've been sneezing like crazy. So I hope it's not something else. Alright, so let's get into it. So alright. Chill. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so somebody's definitely getting ready to go through some changes if they haven't already begun going through those changes. I feel like right now somebody is being faced with having to be really flexible in terms of what's happening around, what's happening in their lives. I feel like somebody is now faced with having to really put in some work in order to either they have to do some work, get a job. But now I definitely see where I'm like, look, now I'm paying attention to the stars on the cards. I feel like somebody is being guided and they don't feel like it's fair. They're struggling with being able to see something from a neutral perspective, but really they're internalizing it and they're only just seeing it from, how they feel. I feel like part of their lesson was to learn how to give free, like, if you are dealing with somebody, because I want to say this is not my collective, baby. If you are dealing with somebody who, say the relationship has been very one-sided, you were doing all the doing, you were the one that was doing all of the giving, and this other person was just doing all the taking. I really feel like this person finds it very difficult to give because they don't feel like, it's almost like they would rather go round and round with themselves, in with like an internal process, because I genuinely don't feel like this person understands the concept of reciprocity. I think that's what this is. I feel like Spirit is trying to like show somebody something, and I don't think that they're fully getting it. Like the whole concept of cause and effect. Because what I'm seeing, even in all of the readings that I've done recently, I can see where part of what's being balanced out is if in the past you were the one that was, like I said, if you're the one that was doing all the doing and you're constantly being the one to give and show up, right? And whoever you have been showing up for, especially if you've taken a step back, And you start to really recognize like all the people that you show up for, like they don't show up for you in the same kind of way. When you have a need, or you need a little support, the people that you are constantly historically giving to, none of those people were around when you needed them. You couldn't just pick up a phone and be like, hey, I'm in need, because you'd get the response of like, hey, I can't talk to you right now, I'm busy, I ain't got time for you. Or you just wouldn't get a response at all. And I feel like spirit has been trying to guide someone to show them kind of like the error of their ways. Like, if you want to have you want to have relationships in your life, then you've got to learn how to give and take. You have to learn the art of reciprocity. And this person just really feels like whatever they're going through, like I'm hearing like it's just not fair. Like somebody here really just feels like it's not fair. Like they don't find the fairness in the way that their life is kind of shaping out. And I feel like this person, whoever I'm talking about, I feel like they didn't really, this is somebody who doesn't really think ahead. This person doesn't, they're not thinking long term. This person never thought, I feel like they never thought that the time would come where this relationship would, that you collective would no longer be willing to participate in this relationship. I also feel like spirit's trying to guide somebody to take action, but now they've run out of time. And so in order for them to really, and I clean it up is out here with chop wood, just like yesterday with their different placements, it kind of feels like because this person never really, they kind of wanted things to be their way, the way that they wanted them done. And this person made a conscious choice not to actually take the steps to fortify the foundation of your relationship. Now they've run out of time. And if they really want to recapture, is the word I'm hearing, if they really want to be in this relationship or to have a connection with you, they're going to have to work for it. They're going to have to put in the work in order for you to be a part of their lives the way that they want it. But as of right now, collective, I'm advising you, do nothing. Because none of this is for you to correct. Do absolutely nothing. Let this person go round and round with themselves. Because spirit is genuinely trying to show somebody the error of their ways. And whether or not they choose to actually do anything about it, that's totally up to them. There's not a whole lot that you can do about it, right? There is a change in the wind in their life, and they're going to have to, if they want happiness, they're literally going to have to go by the book. They're going to have, yes, they're going to have to go by, they're going to have to go by the book. And they're also going to be doing all of this without any assistance. Like, this is the life that they chose. This is based on the decisions that they've made, what they're getting now, this is the reality that they have to deal with. I know y'all don't like to hear it is what it is, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And somebody just has to be flexible in understanding too. Here's the thing. Even if this person were to come circling back, I mean, we've seen it in other readings that somebody does want to circle back with an apology. The problem that I'm having in all the cards here is that this person, it doesn't feel like they grasp the concept of reciprocity. I feel like they haven't grasped the concept of there are other people in this world, in their life, and their lives don't revolve around this person. Like, this person, I feel like whoever I'm talking about, they feel like the world revolves around them. And so they can't understand or fathom the idea that you no longer want to associate with them or no longer want to deal with them. And they don't understand because they've up to this point have really only seen things from their own personal lens. Spirit's kind of inviting them to see something from a very neutral place so they can kind of see their own actions and understand why you have pulled away, to understand why certain relationship dynamics have become or are what they are. It is to recalibrate the scales, especially if you in the past, collective, have been doing all the doing and the person that we're talking about has been doing nothing but taking. they're learning a really hard lesson right now in, you know, what reciprocity actually looks like versus what it is that they've been giving. And I said it a couple readings ago, like if they had a window or a time frame where they could have corrected this or made apologies or whatever, they chose not to do it for whatever. This was a conscious choice. They didn't think this far ahead. They didn't think far ahead. They didn't think about the ramifications of their actions and their choice not to actually do the work to fortify your relationship. Now they've run out of time. So now they've run out of time. So, and I'm kind of thinking ahead, but like they've run out of time. So you may have them blocked. You may have ghosted completely. You know, so now if somebody really wants to be a part of your life, they're going to have to show you. And if they can't show you, then they don't get that. They don't get that opportunity. Because truly, and this is like any goal, if you really want something, you go after it. If you really want it. If you just sit on your hands and go, trust that shit ain't going to come to you. Trust me on that. Yeah, baby, somebody's heart is broken. And spirit has been trying to invite somebody to move forward. These are the signs. I've been sitting here shuffling these cards. Somebody's afraid to move forward. The spirit is guiding them and they are comfortable exactly where they are. They are comfortable exactly where they are. And this is a losing battle. They thought, I kind of feel like part of their lesson was to learn the art of reciprocity. And I kind of feel like this has been something that's been ongoing. So if you're, like I said, if you've always been the one doing all the doing and you're the one that's doing all the giving and this person has just been taking, they don't get any victory here. They don't get any victory here. This person that we're talking about could be dealing with some sleeplessness. Yeah, the relationship is done. Caring connections is in the reverse. So there's disharmony within a relationship, and this person is really afraid of. They just feel like it's unfair. I just keep getting like it's not fair. It's not fair, child. And somebody here has been. It's kind of like on one end, like the person that we're talking about, they are ruminating, you know, and I think a lot of it is because, again, this person doesn't feel like, you know, this situation hasn't been fair. This person doesn't really know the art of reciprocity. And I honestly feel like, collective, you're not, child, happy family in the reverse. Honestly, don't feel like you're even thinking about this. It's not on your radar anymore. I think you've kind of walked away from it and just you're just letting it be whatever it's going to be. Which is appropriate. Personally, I think it's appropriate. It's crazy when the cards start coming out. I'm shuffling. I kind of feel like this person, instead of focusing inward or focusing on looking at themselves, I feel like they focus outward and they look at everything and they're paying more attention to everything and everybody else than their own lives and their own situations. I feel like somebody is struggling to persevere and to keep going. A lot of it stems from fear. I'm telling, listen, somebody here, whoever you were dealing with, is a shapeshifter. And I feel like they're no longer, ooh, look at that. And they're no longer going to be able to do that. So this is somebody who, they don't show up as their authentic self. They show up as kind of a fragment of whoever else is in the room. So they kind of mirror whoever else is around them and they just morph into that. They don't ever show up. I think the last reading, the person was wearing a mask, and I think I even discussed it, where this person, they show up, they don't come as their authentic self. They kind of just morph into whatever's in the room. They pick up the same energy signature. This is kind of like an energy vampire. They pick up whatever the energy signature is around them, and that's who they become. I heard putting on their best show ever. Either way, whoever this is that we're talking about, they've run out of time um to work. I really feel like somebody here has run out of time to actually correct the situation or to actually put any kind of work into it. Okay, so there's that. Let's grab a deck. Oh no, let's use this one. All right, so let's get into it. I never really look at the split. Where are we at the split? Some of you, well, if this isn't you and this is them, I have somebody here who may be thinking back to more pleasant times back when y'all would, were getting along and everything was good. It's interesting because I kind of feel like they want to go back to that time, but again, they don't necessarily want to put in the work that's required in order to make that happen. Especially if collective, you've pulled away to a point where you're just not dealing with them, which is totally understandable. Okay, so I'm using all new decks. I'm using a whole different tarot deck, and this is giving me the same energy as the last reading. There's a relationship here that has been frayed. You may have moved on from it. It is closed. It's a closed out cycle with the world here, the Chariot and the world. You've moved on from it, right? And the reason why, and you moved on expeditiously, and the reason why you moved on is because this person or whoever you were dealing with, it was unfair. It was not a reciprocal. It was not fair. It wasn't balanced. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They may even have made you feel like you were begging for their time and attention, right? Now that I'm looking at the images on the cards outside of the card, you definitely could be dealing with I got all kind of messages and pings going on. This could have something to do with your mother, because this image looks like a mother and daughter. Take that only if it resonates. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. So I feel like, collective, you have been trying to create more balance in your life. And I think you've been able to do that simply by moving on. And I also feel like because you were trying to, if you have been trying to manifest more harmony and peace in your life, and you made choices that are more in alignment with what you want, I do feel like Spirit is giving you exactly that. Um, I feel like if the connection that you were dealing with that has been imbalanced had a component of toxicity, of codependency, um, you've released it. I like that fact. You've already kind of released it. You've made new choices. You've chosen yourself. You've chosen something that was more in alignment with what you want. And Spirit is gifting you exactly that. You may also be, it's literally, I feel like Spirit's kind of gifting you. I mean, you've manifested it, but it's also a gift in itself. Like, you've manifested a certain level of peace. You've manifested a certain level of closure. You've manifested a certain level of emotional fulfillment and happiness for yourself. Mm-hmm. And all of that is due to the fact that you finally saw something very clearly for what it was, and you were able to release it. And it's not to say that you releasing it was something easy to do. It wasn't. I don't feel like it came by easily. I don't think it was an easy choice. It may have been a very, very difficult choice, but you did what you had to do. So there's that, right? Oh, we got one extra card. Oh. Mm-hmm. Look at you. You're literally manifesting. Somebody is devastated. You literally manifested, I feel. It's kind of like you wanted more control over your life. You decided to take the reins. And if you were dealing with something that was imbalanced, you kind of redirected the focus and put it back on yourself and went after what it was that you want. And now the person that you've released, because that cycle has come to a close with the world here and the death card here, two of cups in the reverse, two of cups in the reverse, lovers in the reverse, the death card. Mm-hmm. Definitely put an end to a whole lot of confusion. I do feel like there had been some level of uncertainty or confusion, or I heard a veil over whatever this devil energy may have been introducing into your connection. Now they're on the outside because you made this choice to move away from it. They're on the outside, literally watching you succeed, watching you live out your wish fulfillment, watching you be happy. And now they're in despair. And it's funny because I think in the last reading, I feel like I think I said like this person was trying to create the dynamic of you being in this low space. And really, like I said, I always say this: misery loves company. But you decided to boss up. Like if at some point in your life you made been in this depressive kind of energy, you're not there anymore. You decided to take control of your life. You decided to get yourself together emotionally. And as soon as you made this decision to walk away, like I feel like Spirit is literally gifting you with new opportunities and the balance that you actually had been seeking. We like it. Okay. It's so crazy. I have so many decks on my desk, and I'm looking for one specific one, and I don't see it anywhere. It's like right in front of my face. I'm like, I don't see it. It's right here. Hiding in plain sight right in front of my face. Now, I do see something else here, though. Okay, let's talk about this other story. I see at least three stories just in the cards that I have here. So, if you were dealing with, and I want to say specifically a water sign, you may have been dealing with somebody who had been, non-committal at some point. Um, the connection between you could have been purely, um, I want to say purely sexual in nature. Like there was a lot of attraction or whatever. Like this person may be very attracted to you, but there, like I said, there had been some type of like codependency, or so there's some. I'm gonna just call it toxicity. I won't label it because I see a bunch of different things here in these cards. So you could have been dealing with somebody, and for whatever reason, y'all just couldn't get on. You couldn't get on the same page. I do feel like one person may have been very, non-committal, kind of wishy-washy, very in and out, and you might have been pouring into the situation, trying to show them. Um, I hate the term "pick me," but kind of what it looks like is like you might have been trying to show somebody your value, and like as an exchange, like you felt like, okay, if I show you my value, then maybe you will show me, the time of day, and for whatever reason, y'all just could not get it together, right? I do feel like this person may have been doing that as a means to try to like manipulate you a little bit emotionally. Um, but what I'm seeing is on the back end of it, they're the ones that are sitting in this pool of disappointment because like you stopped playing the game. You may become real hip to whatever it was that they were trying to do, and so you just decided, all right, well, if this is how you want to be, cool, be that way. I'm gonna make a different choice. You deaded the situation because it felt like maybe whatever you were getting was nothing but a whole bunch of confusion, potentially even a bunch of lies. This person may have also been giving to other people or giving to someone else. Um, and now they're like really in despair because they may be recognizing that you've moved on, like you literally moved on, and you may have made a new choice or chosen somebody different. I do feel like somebody wants to come towards you because now they want to take control of the situation. It's like kind of wanting to take back control of the situation by offering you potentially a new opportunity. But let's clarify and see, because I hate to leave the cards like just like that because that feels like a period. So let's clarify and see what else that they're trying to bring to you. Interesting. And this is interesting. They may think that you are. Here's what's crazy to me. I think this person may think like they definitely, I feel like they definitely want to come towards you. Um they're a little bit reluctant to move forward because I think they feel like you collective, that you might be a little overly critical. You could be coming across as really cold. So I think I said in the last ring, like somebody might be afraid to even come towards you because they don't really know how you're going to be received. Um, because I feel like you demand, that's the word I heard, you demand a certain level of respect and autonomy. And I feel like initially this person may not have fully understood the assignment. And that's the reason why things were unable to move forward. Like they didn't, I think this person was doing things, and potentially maybe you, like maybe you, there could have been like some weird, I heard a weird power play between you and this person. Okay. But you may have ghosted this person. You may have ghosted this person. You may have completely, it's kind of like if you said what you said, whatever your last words were to them, it's kind of like I said what I said. I'm not going to say anything else about it, and I'm done. Um, I do feel like this person wants to come towards you. They may have taken a really long time to do it because there's a lot of contemplation on their part about whether or not, if they come towards you, is it really going to work? I do feel like there's a little bit of fear here in terms of fear of the unknown. They don't know how, you know, they don't know how to approach you because they're afraid that you might have a really sharp tongue. You might have a really sharp tongue. I heard they're afraid of you cussing them out. But they do feel like, you know, I hear like you're the epitome of, grace and beauty. Like this person really, I feel like they admire you for who you are and how strong you appear to be. But they also see the distance between you. They feel it. They feel the sense of distance between you. It don't matter. You're not entertaining it. Yeah, you've pulled away completely. And I think you did so because you were really like I said, there's the sense of disappointment, but I feel like you were disappointed in the way that they handled things. So obviously you pulled back to save your sanity. I do feel like they're afraid. This person is literally afraid to approach you. Like they want to, but they're moving very slowly. Their intent is to come towards you, but they're moving very slowly. They're really afraid of getting cussed out. They're really afraid of getting cussed out. But they are very attracted to you. I do feel like they think that you're, if you're a woman, they think that you're beautiful. All eyes are on you. If you're a guy, they think you're attractive. Honestly, I'm never gonna tell a woman to approach a man ever, especially if the woman in question operates in feminine energy. I'm never gonna tell a woman to go chasing after a man because we don't do that. So if I'm looking at this correctly, and I believe that I am, there is a man here who may want to approach you, or masculine energy, masculine presenting. But they're afraid to get cussed out. They're afraid to get cussed out. And they're a little bit concerned that, you know, by them coming towards you, it's kind of like they're putting all these eggs into this one basket, and I feel like they'd be devastated if that basket just got dropped and all the eggs cracked and everything fell to shit, right? Um, then they're not really sure how to take you or how to receive you. Um, I feel like your energy is really intimidating, especially if you're say a business owner or something like that. If you're an entrepreneur, I am getting some entrepreneurial energies here. Um, it's like somebody's very impressed with what you do and how you move, but they're intimidated by the strength that you exude and the power you know, that you have over them specifically. Interesting. All right. Everything in my body is resisting the urge to sneeze. I'm trying. Okay, could be dealing with somebody born the year of the rabbit, 1939, 51, 63, 75, 87, 99, 2011. You may have kids born in the year 2023. Somebody is distant, or you could be at a distance from this person. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. There's a new connection coming in. Somebody's born the year of the monkey, 1944, 56, 68, 1980, 1992, 2004. May have kids born in 2016. Could also be dealing with an Aries. I do have Aries prominently placed here. And then we have fleeting and short term. So yeah, definitely I saw that too with this Knight of Wands up here. So maybe in the past this was a fleeting and short term type thing. It's kind of like one of those things that didn't fully get off the ground. Bottom of the deck is karmic. Yeah. Um yeah. Let's talk about the signs. I know I'm not sign specific here, but I can see them already out here. I've got Gemini. I have I have Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. I have Aries out here twice. I have Virgo. Yeah, I have Aries out here twice. Scorpio out here twice. Capricorn out here twice. Actually, Aries out here 3 times. Aquarius. I have a lot of major arcanas out here. Did I say Cancer? Cancer. Okay. Let me grab a stack of index cards. In case you're wondering, I got like 5 big stacks of index cards. I have them all separated. I just grab them. I reshuffle them all together, and then I grab a stack that's closest to me. All right, we have several failed attempts to block you. Somebody's actions are causing a shitstorm in their own lives. Spirit will humble them all. Somebody is unreliable, undependable, and lazy. We have pretty little lie, so we definitely have a liar out here. This is a blessing in disguise. Somebody deals with zero authenticity. Dark energy is being sent to you. Archangel Chamuel is out here. For unconditional love and adoration, this is about non-judgmental love. There could be a real estate investment here in question. Somebody has no discipline. All these are sticking up. Somebody says, I sabotage your plans when I know them. Somebody regrets getting involved. Someone says, I'll do it all over again. Somebody's losing hope. And there's a foster child or somebody here who's been in foster care. Oh, this flipped. You are respected by your peers and your community. Aries. Somebody's working against you. Month of July could be of significance. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. Somebody says, I love gaslighting to destroy your confidence. Somebody is broke and lonely. Somebody here is fake nice, secretive, and deceptive, two-faced. You're better off without them. Someone here is an unfit mother, or they have claimed you to be an unfit mother. And then we have an aunt out here. Pisces. Failed attempt and empty victory. Let me get 2 more. Somebody refuses to take responsibility for their actions. And finally, we have cousins or family friends that are prominent. Let's grab the Kipper just for shits and giggles. Actually, haven't picked up the Kipper in a couple of days. So we have a message from a false person. This could be a relationship and it's lovers in the reverse. So definitely could be somebody that you may have once been in a relationship with, or someone who is no longer in a relationship. They could be single. You may be getting a message from a false person that you're no longer dealing with. Former lover. Distant horizon. They could be at a distance from you. You may hear from them. I want to say you could also hear from them like online, like maybe they send you a message or something. Could have something to do with a child. Somebody here could be in bad health. This false person could be in bad health. We have main female. Main female could be in bad health. Main female could be this false person. All right. So there may also be a message here, because message of concern is in the reverse. So maybe this is a message that you may not have previously received. Somebody is in despair because they're in bad health. Yeah, so this is a person that's not in a relationship. Courtship and lovers are both in the reverse. Somebody's pathway is blocked, so they may not be able to come towards you because they've been blocked. The relationship with this person may be cut off. Hell, the relationship with you and the person could be in bad health. Like, I'm not going to equate this bad health card to like somebody being physically in bad health, but absolutely that could be it. I hear a relationship that's torn apart because of something that somebody has done. Yeah, somebody may be thinking about this false person. I feel like the false person looks like the woman in this thoughts card. All right. So this main female could be connected to a mature man. Somebody here externally could be thinking about this person, this woman, this mature man, and a child. Okay, like all the relationship cards are all in the reverse. So this could be like, if it's not like a death or anything like that, it could be divorce. I don't have any of the court, like the court related cards. So all of these, like if this main female, she's connected to all of the relationship cards that are in the reverse. So this main female could have been in a relationship with this mature man. The mature man may have passed. I don't know if he's passed, but they're not together anymore. So like the marriage could be over or whatever. Literally every one of these cards, relationship cards, are all in the reverse as they're connected to the main female and the mature man. Collective, you may be in, like I said, like over here, like you're a very confident person. Like people are eyes are on you. You may be very well respected in your community. You may be, somebody here is thinking about you. They're thinking about communicating with you because you are respected and you are in high honor. People are watching you. Um, two more. People in the family room may be aware of this. Other people. This could have been somebody. Okay, wealthy man is in the reverse. Ooh. So the wealthy man could literally be this mature man. He's in the reverse, so I could look at it. He could be distorted masculine. He could be in this distorted masculine energy. Um, but maybe you didn't receive a message from this man about his marriage being over or about the relationship being over, or that this person that he was married to was a false person. But somebody in the family room is definitely thinking about maybe communicating, messaging this child. The child doesn't have to be a minor child because it's in the reverse. So it's leading me to believe that this is an adult. Um, I think I said in the last reading, like somebody was trying to spread gossip and lies about, like, the collective being lazy and you don't do anything. But the crazy part is, it's like other people are seeing that you are in that you are regarded in high honor. You're visible, and you're not. If somebody was projecting that you were like depressed and sad and lazy and all that, like literally people are seeing that you are respected and in high honor, and that you do actually work your ass off, and that you're not in this depressive state that they claim you to be. Mm-hmm. There's somebody here. I want to say there are people here that, like, okay, this is what's wild. It's like people that do know you or people that you know, and there are also people here involved. Like, maybe this, now that this relationship is over, they're like disenfranchised from their community or from this family room. Like, this is a family falling apart here. Imprisonment. So somebody here within the great fortune in the reverse. So somebody may be losing something, potentially even this house. Somebody may be losing a great fortune. But there also is somebody, yeah, and sudden wealth is also in the reverse because there was something illegal that was done. And they worked hard to make that happen, to stop somebody's journey, or stop or make them unable to, like, move or make changes. Ooh. So while somebody may be having a sudden shift in losing some finances or fortune, somebody may be gaining it by way of a house and unexpected income. Somebody here is concerned about poverty and death. Oh wow. You know what's crazy? Because we go back to the mature woman, because she comes out here all the time, right? And I feel like this woman, this mature woman, she doesn't expect like this official person potentially from the courthouse. She doesn't expect that this person may come towards her to prevent her from being able to do whatever it is that she's been doing. She did something illegal. And if she had the idea that she was going to travel, she's not going to be able to. And now she's concerned about passing and passing in poverty. Because last reading, I said they lost the gift. This gift would make you potentially collective the privileged lady, and they'll be outed as a thief. I don't went through the whole deck. I don't know. Take that how it resonates, all right? I don't know. Take it how it resonates. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If any parts of this reading resonated for you or give you clarity over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it to those who need the message the most. I appreciate all the likes, shares, subscribes, the tips and donations, and all the new clients. Thank you so much for helping grow my channel. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. All right. Until the next time, take care and be well.